Good morning, everybody. Do you know what time it is? Foundations time, of course. All right, let's get our warm up started. And we may or may not be interrupted by a song. So if you hear a song break out and Baby Echo start to dance, that means you should probably get up from wherever you're sitting and do a little dance too if it's allowed. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started with our warm up. Repeat after me. A apple a safe a acorn a washa, a squasha. Nice job with all those sounds. E ed e p me I itch I pine I high O octopus O home Hey, are you repeating out there? You better make sure that you're repeating. Oh no Don't make me do all the work. This is for you. Qua. Here we go. It's a big one. You up you mule you rule you pupil you flew Nice job. And let's do a few glute sounds. OST post ost. UNG long ung. And next, whoa, do you hear that rock and roll music? All right, get that music out of there. We have some sound alike words. Flower and flower. Which one is the one that you can smell and it grows in a garden? This one, good. Let's review these. Throne and throne. Which one is something that a king sits on? He sits on his throne. Throne. Okay. And let's review a few others. Weather. Which one is, like if it's sunny or rainy outside, how do you spell that one? Weather. Good job. Okay, and one more. High. Which one means way up in the sky? This one or this one? This is high up in the sky. This is high, like high. Okay, nice job, my friends. Okay, let's try to read some words of the day that you might have done in the past. Not these past few weeks, but maybe you did them last year. I'll hold it up and try to beat me to reading the word. Actively. Demonstrated. Come on, beat me. Inspiring. You're inspiring. Scraped. Achoo! Pollen. Do you have any pollen allergies? Bucket. Predict. Study. Abandon. Extra. Confident. Medium. Did you beat me? I hope you did. I hope you read those smooth and loud and proud. Okay, I want to show you now two of the words that we did as word of the day over the past few weeks. Maybe you were in school, maybe you were watching these videos. That's still being in school, just not physically. Okay, so take a look. Who remembers these words? What does this one say? Copying. And what does this one say? Dried. So Which word ends with a Y in its base word? Which base word ends with a Y? Well, what's the base word on this word? Dry. Does dry end with a Y? Mm-hmm. What about this one? What's the base word? Copy. Does copy end with a Y? Mm-hmm. So both of these have base words that end with Y. So then my question for you is, how come one of the Y's changed to an I? Do you remember the rule? Very good. If the suffix starts with an I, we keep the Y. What does the I sound like in dried? Dry, I. It sounds like an I. And what does it sound like in copying? Sounds like an E. Very good. All right, my friends, let's put these right back up on our board and we're going to get ready for something new. Okay, friends, we're going to get right into a dictation, so please grab your whiteboard and your marker. Remember, it's very important that you pause as needed to complete your work and then check it with mine. Honesty is the only way you're going to learn. Okay, the first sound I would like you to do is D. Write all the ways to do D. There are two. If you're not done, pause it. Here's the answer. Because remember, sometimes suffix ed says D in a word. Okay, number two. Repeat after me. Ch. Write all the ways to do the sound ch. There are two. Do not forget, this is a time to be using your student notebook to look up things if you don't know. Don't be lazy. Open it up, search, fill your brain. Okay, here's our two sounds for ch. Fix them if you need to. Okay, repeat after me. I. Write all the ways to do the long I sound. There's three. Okay, if you're back, you must be ready for the answer. I like high, I-E like pine, and Y like in cry, an open syllable. Okay, next let's do two trick words. Repeat after me. Years. I have known you for many years. And the next trick word review, tomorrow. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Pause until you're finished. Okay, check your trick words to mine. If these are words that you did not spell correctly, a good idea would be to write them on an index card at home or on a paper for you to look at. And also remember that in your student notebook, you do have a spelling options section to help you with things that have spelling options. And you also have your trick word section. So if you didn't know how to spell tomorrow and you looked and you knew it started with T on page 90, you would find all of these T words and look up tomorrow. So there are no excuses for mistakes on these trick words. Okay, now let's do some words from the unit. Repeat after me. Happier. Think, what's the base word? What's the suffix? And then what change might you need to do? Pause here as you complete happier. Okay, ready to see happier? Now let's mark up that word. How do you need to mark it? What do you need to mark? Well, you need to underline the base word circle the suffix, and the I, what does it sound like? It sounds like a long E, so you need to mark that above it. It should look just like this. Hap-E-er. Okay, let's try another one. Repeat after me. Crying. Pause here to finish crying. Okay, if you're back, I want you to underline the base word, circle the suffix. Okay, and then what does the Y sound like? Cry. It sounds like an I, so we need to label it with that long I sound. Look just like this. Crying. See, I put that macron, the little straight line over the I. That's how we know it says long I. Okay, let's do one more. Laziest. Think about the base word and the suffix and the rules you know. Pause here to finish it. Laziest. Check it to mine. And let's mark it. Underline the base word, lazy. It sounds like an E, even though the Y changed to an I. And then circle our suffix. Est. Nice job, friends. I'm going to give you a sentence and I want you to write down the correct sound-alike word. Here's my sentence. I put too much flour in my cookies. Which flour is that? How do you spell that one? Well, here's the two choices. You should have done this one. This is flour, like when you're baking. Okay, and last but not least, we are going to do a sentence today. Repeat after me. Is Ken drying the dishes in the kitchen? Okay, I want you to take your time and check over your work. Look in your notebook for things you need help with. And when you're sure you're done, you can check it to mine. Please fix any mistakes. Pause here and fix them. Okay, let's scoop it and read it smoothly. Here's how I'm going to scoop it. Is Ken drying the dishes in the kitchen? See how my voice goes up at the end because it's a question. Do it with me. Is Ken drying the dishes in the kitchen? Well, where else would he dry the dishes? That seems logical to me. Okay. I'd like to do a little review of reading. So I'm going to hold up the words and I want you to practice reading all of them. So you'll pause your screen and read. And when you come back, you'll hear me read them to see if you've made any mistakes. You should read them until you can do them as smoothly, quickly, and correctly as I can. So pause here for your first try. Okay, you're back. Listen to me do it and try to keep up. Frying, babying, foggy, ugliest, crier, sloppiness. If you can't go that quickly and smoothly, pause and practice again. Okay, my friends, make sure that every time you're done using your whiteboard, you fully erase it. If you wait a day to erase it, it becomes more difficult. Nice job today. And Baby Echo's song never really came on, but maybe next time. Internet issues. Take care.